Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a young maiden,
more than life,
a sad young wife,
more than jewels,
I wish
and a childless baker,
more than life,
I wish
with his wife.
more than anything,
more than the
I
moon,
wish the king is giving a festival.
more than
I
life,
wish
I wish to go to the festival.
more than riches.
I wish my cow would give us some milk.
More than anything.
I wish we had a child.
Please, pal. Please,
I
pal.
wish to go to the
I wish you'd give us some
festival.
milk
we
or
might have
maybe
a
the
child,
chance.
I wish.
You wish to go to the festival?
The poor girl's mother had died.
You, Cinderella, the
What's you,
festival.
Cinderella?
You wish to go to the festival, the King's festival,
And her father had taken for his new wife
the
a woman
festival.
with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails. Look at your dress.
People will laugh at you.
Nevertheless, I still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things.
You foolish child! What are you doing with a cow inside the house?
A warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she! How many times do I have to tell you only she's can give milk?
Oh,
Why, come in, little girl.
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you have picked them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun, or 4 birds in the sky, birds in the eaves, and the leaves, and the fields, and the castles and ponds, and a few of those ponds down from the eaves and the leaves of the fields, out of castles and ponds.
no squeeze, pal.
Flick through the ashes, pick and peck, but swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot.
Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
Mother, no. He's the best cow.
Wise. She's been dry for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her!
There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump.
But
Son, we've no time to sit and dither, while her withers wither. And no one keeps a cow for a friend.
Sometimes I fear you're touched.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
You are certain of your way?
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Don't stray and be late.
And save some of those sweets for Granny?
Into the woods and down the dell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods, and who can tell what's waiting on the journey? Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny, who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, to grandmother's house and home before dark. Fly, birds, back to the sky, back to the eaves and the leaves and the fields and Hurry up and do my hair, Cinderella. Are you really wearing that?
Here I found a little tear, Cinderella. Can't you hide it with a hat?
You look beautiful. I know.
She means me.
Put it in a twist.
Who'll be there?
Mother said be good, father said be nice. That was always their advice. So be nice, Cinderella. Good, Cinderella. Nice, good, good, nice. Tighter! What's the good of being good if everyone is blind? Always leaving you behind. Never mind, Cinderella. Kind, Cinderella. Nice, good, nice, kind. Nice.
Not that tight.
I'm sorry.
Claude.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least that's what he believed, he was eager to have a family of his own and concerned that all the efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
We've sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread. I don't wish bread.
What is it you wish?
It's not what I wish, it's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was a child, and she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden, and she told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was
Greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages and celery, asparagus and watercress and fiddle ferns and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, 'cause I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. Could have turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair. But I let him have the rampion. I'd lots to spare. In return, however, I said fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I'd been more than reasonable, and that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hid in his pocket? You see, when I inherited that garden, my mother warned me that I'd be punished if I were to lose any of the...
The what?
Beans. Beans? The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall. Then bang! Crash! A lightning flash! And that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, unless the big day came, made my claim. Oh, take away the baby, they shrieked and screeched. But I did, and I hid her where she'd never be reached. Your father cried, and your mother died. And for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not mollified. And I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more scenes, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. Don't ever, never, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Listen to me, Jack. Lead Milky White to market and fetch the best price you can. Take no less than £5. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
How much are you to ask for?
No more than 5.
Less than 5! Jack, 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 head in a sack. The house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack, starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. And you can't just sit here dreaming pretty dreams. To wish and wait from day to day will never keep the wolves away. So into the woods, the time is now. We have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. You must begin the journey. Straight through the woods and don't delay. We have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1. The cow as white as milk. 2. The cape as red as blood. 3. The hair as yellow as corn. 4. The slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be.
Go to the wood!
Ladies are carriage boots.
Now may I go to the festival?
The festival? Darling, those nails, darling, those clothes. Lentils are one thing, but darling, with those you'd make us the fools at the festival and mortify the prince.
The carriage is
Must be gone.
I wish.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans!
I wonder if they're the...
Witches' beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you're not coming.
I know you're fearful of the woods at night.
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house.
We must lift the spell.
No, you're not
together.
coming.
The spell
That's
is on-
final. Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember? The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
The cow is white
And
as
so the
milk, the
baker
cape is red as blood, the
reluctantly set
hair
off
is
to
yellow as
meet
corn,
the
the slipper is
King's
pure as
man.
gold.
As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn.
I'll visit mother's grave, the slipper
The slipper is pure as gold, the cow, the cape, the slipper is pure as gold. Into the woods, it's time to go, it may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, and even so I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know it well, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit mother. Into the woods to fetch the thieves.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival.
Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how, the time is now.
Into the woods to sell the cow.
Into the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival.
Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade there. Into the woods without delay, with